I am going to be showing you how to do peppermint lollipops tonight. This is my first video. Obviously it's probably going to be a little bit amateur, but that's okay. Hope you like my t-shirt. Figured candy canes go with the theme. This is what we're going to be making. Now, if you are a Hobby Lobby shopper like my wife and I are, you've probably seen these in the store. They're kind of expensive, but I'm going to show you how to make them super cheap. We have here 3 different styles. We've got that one, this one, and this one. The one I'm going to be making tonight is going to look like this because I have 2 of each kind, so I'm going to finish that one out. But what you're going to need is styrofoam cylinders, circles, whatever you want to call them, from Dollar Tree. They come in a pack of 2, so you can make 2 lollipops for $1 for the styrofoam itself. Then you're going to need a pack of Dollar Tree skewers. These are in the kitchen cooking section. Then you're going to need a clothesline. This was with like the gloves and the household stuff. It's a clothesline to hang your clothes on. And you get all of this for $1. So I have already made like 6 lollipops and have barely even used any of this. You're also going to need some paint. I just use Hobby Lobby craft paint. This one's called tomato red. You can use any kind of red you want. And as you can tell by mine, they have little pom-poms in the middle. That's just because the middles kind of look messed up. So I put that there to make it look better. You don't have to have that. Then you're going to need a roll of clear gift wrap. This is from Dollar Tree. You can find it in the present aisle. And it's just clear gift wrap. And that is it. I also have these that I'll be using. These are also from the Dollar Tree. I have white, red, and green. But what we're gonna do is get some paint on here. And since this one is gonna be like this, what you're gonna do is paint the whole cylinder red. So you're gonna use a lot of paint. I mean, don't be shy because you want it to be full. Obviously this one, I just used this to stick things down in. It was a spare. So you're just gonna add quite a bit of paint on here until you get the whole thing covered. Got a glob. All right. Spread it around. These are really easy to make, and you can make a bunch for hardly nothing. The cylinders are $1 for 2-pack. Everything else comes from the Dollar Tree except for the paint. I think the paint is what, like 87 cents at Hobby Lobby. Spread it real good. You might hear my kids running around upstairs and my cat. Once you get the face of it painted, you're gonna paint the side all the way around. Just put a good coat all over it. And sometimes you may have to go back and add a second coat, just depending on the type of paint that you use and how how well the paint sits. It's kind of a messy job. It doesn't have to be perfect, obviously. The other ones are a little bit harder to make because you have to get your swirls right. And obviously mine are not perfect. I just eyeball it and go from there. I don't really, I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm just doing these to put in our kitchen. So paint the whole thing red. I didn't do the backs of mine. You can do the backs of yours if you want. It's not a huge deal. Then what you're gonna do is take your skewer. They also sell these at Dollar Tree, little plastic paint cups. These are one of the best investments I ever had. So they're plastic and you put different colors in them. Don't throw these away. Once the paint dries, so if I put paint in here, like I'm getting ready to do for this skewer, I don't wash this out immediately. I'll just let it dry. And once the paint dries completely, you literally can run this under hot water and just peel the paint out of it and reuse them. And I reuse these all the time. My kids use them. We just let the paint sit for a little bit and then we use them again. So, yep. Let's see here. All right, so just take your skewer and you're gonna paint the whole stick red. Just like that. And these are pretty easy to paint. They kind of swing back and forth as you're doing it, but it's all right. And they look just like lollipop sticks. So I told you I had an extra one. Stick that down in there. And as you're painting it, instead of getting paint all over your fingers, just hold your cylinder, get it really good, get all the wood painted. Might stick it down further. There we go. Sometimes you have to push it down really good so it won't flop around as bad. Just get a good coat of paint. And these two, you may have to go back and do a second coat. And then get your tip really good. And that's it. You just leave it in there and let it dry. Okay. So, while that's drying, like I said, this is the one I'm going to be making with that red cylinder. Because I have two of the other sets already. So this is what the finished product looks like. Put the stick in the bottom and then wrap it with cellophane and tie it off with the clothesline. So what I'm going to show you, got paint everywhere. Next thing you're gonna do, and so I have two of these already made that I haven't wrapped. So this one, and this one, okay. So as you can tell, there's three different styles. These, I painted the sides. You don't have to do that. My first set, I didn't do that. I kind of like this one better. It's all preference. What you're gonna do, if you do them this way, you'll just paint your red. Obviously the styrofoam's already white, so you don't have to paint it. So just paint your red however you want it, in the pinwheel shape, or if you want it this kind. Just kind of do your red really good. And then you don't have to wait for it to dry. What I did was I took this glitter glue and I just outlined my red just like that, and I put this on really, really thick, And then I did all the red, and then I took my white and did the same thing and did it really, really thick on the white. So I didn't paint the white, but the white has glitter on it so that they'll stand out. Once you do that, you want it really, really thick. It's going to take about 2 days to dry completely, to where, and it'll kind of absorb into the styrofoam, but the glitter, I think they look really awesome. So just let them sit for about 2 days. And as it was drying, I mean, I went ahead and put my skewer in there. This way it's easy to handle. You want to lay it completely flat, because if you don't, the glitter glue is going to run and it's going to look terrible. On these, you just do your outline. And what I did was I took the end of a paintbrush. I don't have one right here. Took the end of the paintbrush and kind of made an indentation to outline my swirl. And then I did a second one to do the inside. And then I went back and painted it red. Once again, I didn't paint the white. You don't have to do that. Painted it red, and then took the red glitter glue and put it in the indentation so it kind of outlines that red. And that's it. Then the glitter glue will actually hold the pom-poms on, so you don't even have to hot glue those. But what you're gonna do with this, you're going to cut a big square. So I got my big square. You're gonna lay it with the point facing upward, kind of like a oblong shape. So there's a point here, a point up here. And then you're gonna lay your lollipop kind of in the middle, and then just pull this over like that. And while you're doing this, go ahead and cut a good piece of your clothesline off. So as you can see, it's kind of like a triangle on here, and you're just going to pull this down, and this takes a minute. Pull it down like that. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, honestly, like, this is cut too short on this side. Just roll it in. Nobody's going to notice. So in your hand, you're going to take your string and just tie it really tight. Just don't break your skewer off. And tie it in a knot. That's it. You can use these, you can stick them in your tree. You can use them in a centerpiece. You can put them in a garland. You can use them wherever you want. You can also use like bigger dowels if you want. I just use these because you get this whole pack for $1. Like I said, I've already made 6 of these. But that's it. It's super simple, super cheap, and they sell these for what, $10 at Hobby Lobby, and you can make one for just a couple dollars. So hope you enjoy this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, because there's a lot more coming your way. I have a ton of ideas, and this is kind of a new adventure for me. A lot of people were asking me to do these YouTube videos because I do super cheap, super simple DIY holiday projects, all kinds of stuff. I will be doing some more. I have a lot of ideas coming your way. So be sure to like and subscribe, share, follow me on social media. I have Instagram, Facebook, you name it. So hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.